Hello! Today I get to share with you the Dior Summer 2025 collections. We've got pieces from the Dior Riviera collection that I'll be sharing with you and pieces from the Dior Cannage Motif collection that I'm so excited to share with you. We're going to create a look. Well, it's all Dior on the base so far. So yeah, we can call this a full face of Dior. And I'm so excited to share all the details with you because the packaging on these pieces are 10 out of 10. I'm just going to say that now, but let's get into all of it, shall we? Let's hydrate and begin. I believe this is categorized as the Mother's Day packaging. Isn't it beautiful? So listen, make sure you get your mom a nice gift from Dior and get it in the beautiful packaging. They have the box, they have the bags. Dior does it right when it comes to packaging. And speaking of packaging, ooh, I'm so here for this. I've skipped on a lot of Dior quints because the packaging is the same. It's just the same. Listen, it's classic packaging. I'm here for all of that. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But to be completely honest with you, if you do just like a little something on the packaging, I will just buy it all. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of us are like that. I'm here for all of the details. I love it so much because yes, I get it. The quality on the eyeshadows, the Dior quints is outstanding. I have plenty, but I've slowed down a lot because I have, they all look the same. I store it like this, like almost like in a file manner so that I know what color because they all look the same. But Dior said, we're going to give you a Cannage Motif collection. So, ooh, so exciting. So these are said to be limited edition. I hope that they stick with styles like this for the packaging because this packaging genuinely looks like a Lady Dior bag. You can see just by these details. So beautiful. So for this, they came out with 4 different shades. I picked up one. I went with 647 Silk Taupe. Yes. Yes. To me, I didn't want to just go with what I would always go with, which would be a pink or a warm, because the selection is beautiful. You know this. So I went with this one. I feel like this is nice. This is nice. So along with this super quality mirror, you get a brush and a sponge applicator. And here is your quint. And that Cannage print does continue on, even with the little stitches printed on. But let's swatch and see. Very creamy. Pretty colors, huh? I can't wait to create my look. Okay, so to the touch, the shadows were very smooth, very creamy, swatched very beautifully. And these are very approachable, very wearable. I love that there's a little fun pink shade. But let's say, look, if you took this little pink shade, you have a very everyday. Reach for it all the time. At this price point, you want to buy something that you are going to use, you are going to love, and you are going to enjoy. And yes, boo-aga over the packaging. Next up, from the same Cannage Motif collection is the Diorshow Overvolume Mascara. 24-hour extreme volume, fanned out definition, lash by lash mascara. Yes, 100% yes, the packaging got me. Look how gorgeous this is. And up top, you've got the matte. Look at this thing. And it goes all the way around. The quality on just this mascara, yes. First thing I noticed other than the outstanding packaging is this. You hear that? It clicks shut. It feels substantial. Love that. Here is what the wand looks like. It's got a little hourglass shape to it and little spikies on it. Very curious how this is going to have my lashes looking. I'm loving this so much. I really hope that they stick to this vibe going forward on other collections. All right, let me share with you what I have from the Dioriviera collection that we're also going to incorporate in today's look. Now that collection came out with eyeshadows, and they have like little overspray and details, and oh my goodness, beautiful. But it's just on the eyeshadow. The outside packaging is just your standard Dior packaging. The colors are beautiful, and they're colors that I would use, but I'm kind of happy that I didn't get it because I went with the motif, the Cannage Motif, the Forever Glow Luminizer. Look at this package. Just for a moment, can you imagine an eyeshadow palette from Dior, an eyeshadow quint, excuse me, from Dior with this on it? Like, can you just imagine that for like a second? But it's okay. So I picked up the Forever Glow Luminizer. This one is in the shade 04 Coral Glow, and this is limited edition as well. So this highlighter reveals a stunning glow in a new limited edition duochrome shade. I'm so excited to try this. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to use this as like a blush highlight combo, blush topper highlight kind of vibe, but we'll see. So this shade 04 Coral Glow, it captures the essence of summer on the French Riviera. This collection also came out with this same packaging with a glow bronzer in 2 shades. If you know, you know my experience with those bronzers, so I passed on that. Lip oils, nail polishes, lip products, all the things. I got a lip product, hang on. So I've tried all of Dior's lip products except for this one. So I picked up one of the Dior Addict Lip Tints. So they have a new shade, and it is raspberry. Yeah, natural raspberry. So here's packaging, very pretty, very simple. I like that very much. It's got a simple applicator. And I'm just going to swatch the color here for the sake of the stains staining my skin, because it did that last time. And I have worn this and I love it. It is very light and it does stain, but in a great way. Look at that. It's already stained my hand. So you don't really even have to, if you don't want to leave it on long and you want like a soft blush tint, just put it on, wipe it off. You're going to have a little tint of color and it looks beautiful. All right. Details out the way, and let's get into creating a look with all of our new Dior products. Everything's going to be listed and linked down below in the description box, but I've got my base applied, just a little bit of bronzer, but you guys, do you see this? I love this foundation. This is the Dior Forever Hydra Nude foundation. It gives just the right amount of coverage where my skin will still look like skin. I have to just say that Dior makes what I think is some of the most beautiful complexion products. And this is definitely one that if you're in the market for a new foundation that you want to wear, you'll feel comfortable wearing, and it covers you in a way that you still feel like you. This baby right here, it's so good. Look how much I've used. I can't stop. It's so good. So I've just put my concealer on my lid. We're using that as primer today. This is a Tom Ford number 13 brush. I am going to go into this darkest shade right here. Are we close enough? Do you like this distance, or you want to be you want to come close? Okay, come on. Hello. All right. So I've gone in with that. I've tapped the excess, and we're going to start with this shade right on the outer eye. Just like that. A soft little diffused effect, if you will. Whatever's left, let's blend it directly in the crease. You can bring it up just like a little touch. That's cool. That's fine. I think that's what I want to do. I'm glad I went in with a fluffy brush with this shade because it's nice and intense. But with a fluffy brush, you can diffuse the color a bit. Yeah. Blending beautifully. I mean, I would expect nothing less from Dior. And this is me just going in one time to the palette. I like that wash. I'm good with that. I'm a girl that loves her pink. So let's go into this pinky shade. This is a Refer number 2 brush. Let's pack that on there. Looking pretty good. Not much with the kick up and scatter. Let's place this. I'm going to keep this on the centermost portion of my lid, because I want to go in with one other shade. Open my eye just so I can make sure I have placement right. I'm just going to continue building up this pink shade on the lid. I like the way that went on. I'm going to just take that Tom Ford brush we used for the first shade. There's no additional product. I'm just blending the edges. Now, let's go into this lightest shade right here. It's giving like a very bright champagne. Very pretty. Same Refer 2 brush. I just switch it over to the cleaner side. Pick up. And let's apply this to the beginning portion. I'm going to switch back over to that worker brush from Sonia G and go into this lightest shade. See if we can build this up a bit. It's very soft. Okay, that's better. I think it's that brush. So I'm getting the intensity. Just can use a different brush, and that's fine. I'm going to go in with a brown in the waterline and then finish up the look. Smudger 2 from Sonia G. Let's go into that nice dark brown. Tap. I'm going to focus this just on the outermost portion. I don't want it to be too over the top. It's nice to know that I could if I wanted to. Look at that. First look came out good. I like this. I like that it's pink, but it's soft. It's very wearable. Look at that. Okay, now, I would usually go on with the mascara and then would do another look, but because I want to really hone in on the mascara and share all the details with you, let's create another look and then we'll try out the mascara and really focus in. Cool? Okay. Thank you. Let's go in for the bronzy vibe. Let's go into the center shade. This is a Refer 01 brush. So just picking that up, packing it on, if I will. And tap any excess. And I'm going to fluff this all over my lid. Just like that. Yeah, hello, one and done. Hello, one and done. How are you? How pretty is that? I love that it has the sparkles, but that nice bronzy base to it looks so good. Okay, I'm just gonna blend. Cleaned off that brush. Let's go into this taupey shade. I can totally, side note, okay? I could totally see myself going in with the matte brown and the matte taupe shade, and that's a look. And then you can go in with the little champagne shade, this one. A little something on the inner corner. This is definitely a go-to kind of color story, something you'll want to use. I really like that. Okay, I digress. Let's go into the matte taupe. Let me turn it around to the cleaner side. And I'm going to put this on my inner corner. I like how soft that brightened up my inner corner. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna just pat where the two colors meet so everybody's happy. But I am gonna go touch back up into that lid shade. That one and done kind of vibe, yeah. Gorgeous. With this tiny little guy. I'm gonna go into the brown. And let's do a soft little wing. Nothing too intense, just a soft little something. I'm going to keep everything very close to the lash line. I love a good brown eyeliner. Like wing line, it looks so good. And I think this goes well with this bronzy glimmery shade on the lid. Very pretty. We'll do a little something on the lower lash. I'm taking the Sonia G Smudger 2 into the darkest brown shade right there. A little something on the lower lash. Keep it close. I love that this is like a one and done, but there's like a little more to it by adding that wing and the little inner corner gig. A little brown in the waterline. Looking at these first two looks, I almost feel like we can't tell that this is from the same palette. I like that because you know what? 5 colors, you can do a lot with 5 colors. I shared the idea of that matte look, one and dones with these two. Outstanding. You can even do a one and done with the brown matte. You can just like dust it with a fluffy brush to kind of diffuse it and intensify it a little bit on the lid if you would like. 5 colors, you can do a lot. And I really like these first 2 looks. What do you think? I think they're nice and wearable. Time to try out the mascara. So let's get even closer. Hi. Get to see all my pores. So here's a look-see at the lashes before we do anything. Here is our mascara. Let's go. So wiggle at the... Oh, she's coated already. Hello. Wiggle at the base. Bring it up. It kind of feels a little heavy, but to be fair, it is a new mascara. Usually with mascara, I have found over the years that you use it a couple of times, you give it a little bit of air. You know, it dries out just a touch. It won't feel that heavy, but I mean, like right there, you can see it's like a lot of product, but whatever, that's fine. I'm gonna just make sure I brush through right there. And we're getting nice lift. Getting nice lift. The lashes are coated. Okay, I feel like I'm... So you can see on the side, look at that. You see right here on the end though, it's a little clumped right there. Let me try to brush that out. Because I fear if I don't, I try to build more, it's just gonna get like spider lashy. I know that's not a word, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, hold on. Hello. Okay. Okay. The mascara did what it said it was going to do. It's going to coat the lashes. It's going to lift the lashes. There we go. Let's see how it does on the lower lash. I'm going to try not to make that face. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me separate that on my finger. Okay. There's our first coat. Look at it from the side. You can see the mascara is like about to touch my lid. So the lashes have a nice lift. Let's see. There's a lot of products on the end. Why is my doggy barking? Do you see them sticking together every time I blink? Okay. New mascara. I try not to be too harsh because again, with my experience, I find that once they kind of have a couple of uses and dry out a little bit, they work a lot better. But let's go. Let's see. Definitely coats. Look at that. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Lower lash time. All right, here are how the lashes, look at that, the lashes touching my my eyelid. It's about to touch the eyebrow. Only thing I would be concerned about is if I try to build it too much, you'll get that really clumpy, spidery kind of look. But I feel okay with this. This feels good. Looks pretty good too. What do you think? What are we thinking? This is driving me nuts right here. It's like a little clumpy out here, so it's curling. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Leave it alone, Monique. All right, so the eyeshadow, the mascara. These are both from the Cannage Motif Collection. All right, so we'll let that sit. Let's finish up the look. So for the Glow Luminizer, I want to try this as a blush topper, and then I actually want to try it all by itself. You know what? Let's go with Poppy Coral. I don't know. I have a good amount of blushes, and then I always end up using the exact same blush every single time. I don't know either. All right, so I'm going to go with Poppy Coral. Let's apply that. For this side, we'll try this as a blush topper. So let me put the blush first. So let me clean off my brush. If you're curious, that's the Dior 16. This is a great brush. Something I've noticed with Dior brushes is you kind of have to use and wash them a little bit first before you get really comfortable and stuff, because I noticed when they're really new, they kind of poke. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right, I'm going to use this brush and the highlight. So a little swatch reminder. Oh, look at this. So pretty. It's very glowy. But I don't mind. I don't think I don't. I think. Wait. This is a sheer powder brush from Bobbi Brown. I want to apply this as highlight first. Oh, wow. That picked up a lot. I'm going to tap the excess. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. It's very glittery. I will say that. It's not a lit from within type of glow. This is a little glittery, but it's pretty. It's very soft and pretty. I like that. Knowing me, I'll put this as eyeshadow. I love colors like this. Pretty. Okay. I did promise to try this as a blush topper, but look at it on the skin. Let's just a light little touch. Tap. That's the key. Light-handed. Go in light-handed if you're going to use this as blush topper. Because it is quite glittery. But I like the color. All right. I want to try it on this side, just it. No blush. Let's see how that goes. Let's see if that was a really bad idea or what. Same brush, the Bobbi Brown sheer powder brush. I like the shape of this. It's nice and like loose. It's very soft. All right, we're just going to do one swipe. That's literally all you need. Tap. Yeah, it's glittery. She glittery. I'm not flicking you off. I'm so sorry. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's very glittery. You can see the little particles on my face. But I like the tones. I mean, you could totally wear this on its own. Probably like a no makeup day when you don't have too much going on. Yeah, but right now it just looks like scattered glitter on my cheek. See, this is why we do this together. Okay, but here's the thing. Maybe, let's see if we can do something. Okay, so again, this side is blush, and then the highlight, the luminizer, glow luminizer, the traditional way, and then I kind of put it on top of the blush lightly. So over here, it's just the luminizer. Here's what we'll do now. Let's see. Let's go in with the blush on top of it. Let's see what happens that way. Might be cute. Might be cute. Leave that glow underneath, right? I don't know. Do I kind of like that? I kind of think I do. You still have the little glitters from the highlight, but obviously this side it's not as glowy because I didn't target the highlight. But on the side that I did target the highlight, I like the way that looks. We all have different preferences. We all like to do things in a different way. So I figured, you know, let's play around and see. Yeah, but ultimately I still get to show you, you know, all the details, all the things. For my lip prep, I am using my YSC Like a Gloss Hydrating Lip Mask. This stuff is so good. Love her. So let me just remove that really quick. And now let's lip tint. Here's what's cool with this. You put it on and it just doesn't feel like anything. And look, I want to keep it really sheer to show you that you can do like a soft little tint on the lips, like super natural and soft. Does not look like I'm wearing anything. I kind of like that. You know, it's cool too. You can focus it just on like where you want and kind of have it fade. That looks so good on a no makeup day. And these wear really, really well. Like I said, I kind of did play around with this. This has been the only thing I've played around with from these products so far. But check this out. We can build it up. You want more? You got it. And as you notice, I haven't gone back in. Still using whatever's left on the doe foot. I will say, before I forget, don't make a mistake. Because if you like mess up your line quickly, oh my gosh, be so quick in removing it. Because again, it's a stain. And does it stain? You see how nice that builds up? And then here's what happens. This dries down, feels like nothing, and it just looks like your lips. Like just your lips, but obviously there's some color. It doesn't look like lipstick or anything. It's actually a really pretty product. I like it. But here is the tint applied with our look today. Very comfortable on the lips. I am ready for more of these. I already went into Sephora and I was like swatching all the colors and I already have my eye on a few. Oh, and speaking of, when I went into Sephora, so really quick, this is the skin contour stick. This is so good. Like, wow. Dior really like, ugh, love it. So right now I'm using the shade medium. Right? And for some reason, I feel like this is just too much for me. It may be the tone, it may be the depth of it, I don't know. But here's what medium looks like. I picked up the shade tan. This one is so much better for me. So here's medium and here's tan. Yeah. I happened to get in on the sale on the last day. I don't have a Sephora near me, so it's like I have to plan it when I can go all the way out there. But yeah, I'm glad I got that shade. Here we are. Here's our finished look. So we did 2 looks on the eyes with the Silk Taupe. I like that. I like the looks. I think they're very pretty, very approachable, very wearable, very go-to kind of gig. Nothing revolutionary. Let's just call it what it is. Packaging, 10 out of 10. I'll take 10. The packaging definitely is a nice upgrade. Again, I hope that we see more like this in the very near future. Because then, oh goodness gracious, we'll have a lot more Dior eyeshadow quints in the collection. Not that I don't have enough, but you know what I mean, right? Performance was great. Shadows did what they needed to do. Blend, built, beautiful. Very easy to work with. I recommend. The mascara. I still feel like it's a little heavy on my eye. I don't know. But the thing with mascara, especially new ones, is it's going to be wet. The brush is going to be like intense when you first use them. That's what I've experienced over the years, because you know we've tried a lot of mascaras, and I noticed that you've used it a couple of times, it kind of dries down a little bit, things change just a touch. But right now, definitely feel like I have something on my eyes. The first eye feels a little heavier than the other, so that kind of makes me see and feel and know that as I use this, that'll probably change. But you do get lift. The lashes look good. You look good. Your lashes look good. And again, the packaging, you get packaging is stunning. But I'm kind of like, okay about it so far. I'll have to update you about the mascara. The Forever Glow Luminizer. But this is very pretty. Okay, the color's pretty. Gorgeous glow. I definitely see myself putting this on my eyes. It's very pretty for that. On the face, it gives glow and stuff, but it's very glittery. It's not like, let's say you're used to your Dior, these. Okay, these look wet. These look like true beam of glow. This is not like that. This is definitely more glittery. And then not to say the formula is chunky and not smooth, because it is, but it's going to give you more of like a glittery gleam versus glow lit from within kind of vibes. But it's beautiful. Packaging is a 10 out of 10. All right, lip tint. Now that it's been sitting, look at my lips. It doesn't, it's nothing. It's stained. We're good. Hello. So good. And I will say again, it doesn't feel like anything. It's very light. It just feels like your lips. Like, and you can eat, you can drink, and it just stays there. I really like that about this. And this color is pretty. I didn't know how I was going to feel about a color like this, but it works. It works. I'm really happy I was able to try out a couple of products from the new Dior Summer collection and share them with you. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I will see you very, very soon.